Hello, lovely people. Oops, I didn't mean to go edit. I meant to play Kovacs. I'll have that in the background, so I'll go edit a little bit. Or timestamp, should I say? I forgot to put on my PNG, and there we go. I forgot to put on my hand cam. Sorry, I'm a little scrambled, aren't I? I'm just worn out after work. Today was probably one of the most difficult days at work. I wish I could find another job so I can quit. All right, let's get right into this bad boy, guys. So let's pull up my, what's it called? My Excel sheet here. And we already have the first pad, which is this pad. It's the right pad. How are you doing, Dinka? Hello, one. What the heck? Oh, the hearts. So many hearts. Everyone's getting their mice. I've yet to get mine. When is it gonna be here? I hope by the end of this week I'll get it. Doing all right. Getting ready for bed. You even go to bed early these days. That's good on you. How'd you do it? Because I need to learn from you. There's a lot of heart emotes. I feel like I do have a heart emote. Let me see. Let's see if I do. Boom, 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 boom. What the? I actually don't have. Oh, it's called uh love. I don't know why it's called love when it should have been a heart. Maybe I got confused with love letter because the other one's a love letter and this one's a heart. I should rename it so it's easier to find. Settings. Alright. Where the heck is it?
Drink water, you dehydrated
Oh my
bitch.
goodness, thank you. Where the heck is it? Give me 1 second as I try to figure out where I. Oh, I guess I'll have to re-upload it if I want to call it something else. Dang it! Why don't they make renaming easier? Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, Yume. Thanks for the stretch. Thanks for the hydrate. Today's water bottle, the pink one. Delicious. I saw that there was a 1/2 or like 1/4 scale figure of Leon being tied up in the chair in RE9, and there was one where he was in his underwear. Did you see that, Yume? I'm 32 even. Today I discovered an artist I really like. Won't be going to that one con. I did. Of course I did, but seems website may be a scam. An artist that you like. Let me see. I want to see that artist too. I'm gonna try and find more artists to draw my stuff. All right, we're getting consistently better. They're more of an artist alley type of artist. Julianne Doodles. That's their handle. Let me see. Put that there in my what's it called? Bro, I should have gone to a Japanese artist alley. That would have been a banger. Oof. Worst score. That's okay. Or I like her vlogs about her business and creative process for her product. Couldn't be me, bro. I have no creative process. Doing okay? Tired but slightly bored in what to do. How have you been? I too am bored. I need the 16th to come. It needs to hurry up. I've been specifically not purchasing from her online store, hoping she would come to a con, and she won't. Damn. Are you going to that con in May? Oh wait, you said you are. Never mind. I'm crazy. All right, that's the last run for this pad. We move on to the next one. Throw a 5-minute timer up. Let's do 4 minutes. I feel like doing something else later on in the stream. All right, let's switch mouse pad. From Bijan, I guess. Been good. I want to play Minecraft. Minecraft? Do you guys see the US Navy has their own VTuber now? Isn't that crazy? I mean, I expected the Navy to have their own official VTuber first. Those weebs, they're the biggest weebs. Wait, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna head to the tube, and timestamp my video. I'm gonna need a picture. How do I timestamp this shit again? Oh yeah, I remember now. Subscribe will be my first timestamp. Don't you guys think that's a good timestamp? Subscribe now. What's your guys' favorite fast food restaurant? I'm thinking about eating out today. I mean, not today, tomorrow. No, I'm hungry yet, though. Heck yeah. Yo, what's up, Solomon? I think I'm gonna play. Just trying to figure out how to add a source pack on ChrisForge. Playing with Modpack. Bro, I cannot play vanilla Minecraft at all, bro. Normally I would say Zaxby's, but I'm tired of them. The only place that I have yet to get tired of is Publix, the Publix deli. I always get the Publix chicken wrap. It's so good, bro. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. My hair's pretty long now. I usually comb my hair back with my headphones, but it's kind of like falling out. Um, hold on, let me recomb my hair. Okay, hopefully it stays in place now. Thanks for the alert, Denka. I love Publix deli, bro. The Publix 3-piece combo, bro. The wedges are good. I get double wedges or a 3 tender combo. Oh, we're out of time. Back to the aim training. You should check out Shah's Halal food if you're near one. Let me see. It's the closest Shah Halal food next to me. All right, Shah's Halal food. I live 2 hours away from 3. Let's go. Let's see what's at the halal. I do like halal food, especially with lamb. Oh shit, they got the white sauce. Dude, they got the red sauce. They got the red sauce. Okay, okay, okay. One of the best halal food I had was in New York, and it's from a street vendor. It was in NYC. It was in Queens. It was banging. Spring is here, guys. It's getting pretty hot. I hate it. It's cold in the morning, and it's hot in the afternoon. And I'm like, I hate wearing these extra layers just to take them off and carry them in my arms. If there was one season out of the 4 seasons you guys want to eradicate, which one would it be? I would eradicate summer. On God. I don't need summer in my life. Chris Forge is easier to manage. You can add minus stuff to a bunch of trial and error. Thing is opening it on CurseForge launcher so it's not grabbing my shaders and stuff. Summer Jesus, it's so damn humid over here. On God, bro. Summer Jesus. You guys ever wonder? Oh, wait, Solomon, this is a question for you. How come Jesus is not a name in English, but Jesus is? Or Spanish? What's wrong with English people? You can't be named Jesus. I was hoping you would know. The linguistic person. Maybe the rest of you guys would know. Entering my data. Okay. I can't really answer that one. Well, I don't have an answer to that. No clue why it's like that. I only thought about it because one of my Spanish friends had said Jesus Cristo, and I was like, I know a couple of Jesus. Are most Spanish people Catholic? I know most Asian people that are Christians are Catholic. The most non-Catholic ones are Koreans. They're like whatever sect they're from. Ooh, not looking good. Yes, most Spanish people are Catholic in my opinion. Yeah, I always thought that. I thought like 90% of Spanish people are Catholic if they are religious of some form. Do you guys think there's such a thing as Filipino Spanish? Like, let's say you're Filipino, but you don't want to learn English, and so you learn Spanish instead. I wonder what that sound like. I remember in school, I had a Filipino friend. His last name was Ramirez, and like we were talking about how like how Asian we were, and then one of my other Asian friends was like, my Filipino friend had said something, and then one of my other Asian friends was like, "Okay, last name Ramirez." I got borrows a few words from Spanish, so I feel it's possible. When I listen to Tagalog, it's like English, Spanish, and then whatever native language they use. It's like a combination. All right, we can take another. Yeah, that's five score. Take another 4 minute break here. Let me switch the mouse pad. From what my ex once mentioned, newer gen aren't taught Tagalog, but instead English, so it's very mixed. Interesting. Interesting. How do they communicate with your parents? Of course, I don't know how true this is, but one of his nephews is an example. Well, what if they only speak English in the house? That's what's happening to my cousin. So like they only speak English to him, so he only replies in English. And so the only people who speak Vietnamese with him is his grandparents and my mom. And so he's like, I don't like talking to auntie or grandma or grandpa because all they do is speak Vietnamese. I don't understand that language. I don't know too much. This is a question for Thea. Um, but then like my younger brother, since both his parents can only speak Vietnamese, he just speaks Vietnamese. You speak better Vietnamese than I do, bro. That's probably because he's like surrounded by only those people. He definitely has better pronunciation than I do. Um, my mom was talking to her friend on the phone on speaker, and then like I was talking. My mom was talking to me while her friend was on speaker, and I was talking to my mom, and her friend was like, "I have no idea what your son is saying, bro." And my mom was like, "Oh, I guess only I can understand my son." I'm like, "Damn, is my pronunciation that bad?" I grew up with Spanglish because my dad knew English. I'm not really sure which like pronunciation I should use because there's the regional dialect and then the televised dialect and then there's the American Vietnamese dialect. You got that gringo accent when you speak Vietnamese, Ada? No, I wouldn't say it that I do. Like people know I'm Vietnamese, but then like there's a certain word that I say kind of off. Like none, saying no or none, it sounds like zero, right? But the way I say it, it's different. So zero is come. But when I say none or no, it's hum. So there's an H in front of it. Some people say it with an H in front of it. But others don't. With an H in front, it's more like it's like boomer speech or like millennial speech. Cause like now there are a bunch of words that are changed to be more modernized, I guess you can say. Cause like here's an example. Airport is no longer phi trường, because phi trường is like your grandma uses that word. The word they use now is what the fuck was it called? Damn it, I'm trying to fucking remember. What was it? Oh, sang bai, yeah. The most exposure I have to Vietnamese is Northern dialect, to be honest. Yeah, they would say the word come with a C in front versus how I say it would be hum with an H. But saying the word zero, no, and nothing are all the same word. It's just I pronounce it differently. Like I say both, but when I say the one with a C, I'm counting numbers. But when I say the one with an H, I say like no. So like I sound Vietnamese, but with a certain use of words, they know that I'm not native. Tôi là Solomon. But the main thing I remember is how to introduce myself in the language. Like, yeah, you said that's I, but I as in like, I don't know. Usually there's a hierarchy in the pronouns you use. Like if you're younger, you say am, which means like, you know, person who is younger, a woman or something like that. It's hard to explain. I learned that from Vietnamese Pod 101 if I remember correctly. As long as you don't use my Tao language. My Tao is like you and I, but it's like a rude way of saying you and I. It has the same like connotation of you going up to someone and be like, "Hey, kid," and then the way you say "I" in that, it kind of feels like saying, "Yeah, me," kind of arrogant. If you know Japanese, the equivalent of it is like temet. I mean, some people use temet, but it's like I don't know. With the younger people, using temet is cringe. It's way overly formal. I guess so. It's kind of. I guess you can say that when someone says "tui," I kind of like question mark them as if like this person has no familiarity with whoever they're talking to. Even like 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 you don't know the person's age, gender, or like anything. You have no information on that person, so you don't know what pronouns to use. So you say "tui." But let's say if you were like older than that person, you would say like slightly older, but in the same generation, you would say "an" as in big brother. Or if you're like a whole generation older, you would say "Joe," which is like uncle. That's how I use "tui." Like I rarely hear "tui," bro. It's kind of weird. I like question mark that person. I guess another use of "tui" is like saying "I said this," or maybe textbook Vietnamese is a better way to describe it. Like it doesn't reflect how Vietnamese people actually talk naturally. Yeah, it's super unnatural to me. That's the only way I use "tui," or at least I hear it. I never use "tui." I can probably count like on one hand how many times I heard the word "tui," and it's always the same way. It's always the same way. You're like, bro, I said, or did you not hear what I said? Like that. I remember a Japanese YouTuber saying that what they teach in textbooks and how actual Japanese people talk in daily life are two radically different things. So I figured it's like that. Yep. usually you know who you're talking to in Japanese, um, and so you would never use pronouns. It's just implied. Okay, not bad. We're getting some scores. You know, I was reading some data analytics, and it said that if you put 2 hours, or well, you don't have to be good at anything. You just gotta put in the time, and if you put in like 2 hours into a subject every day for like at least a year, you'll be better than the average person who is also doing that subject. I'm like, damn, do I really got 2 hours a day? Every day? Does that mean that I'm better than the average streamer? Question mark emoji. They also say my voice crack. They also say that if you put 10,000 hours into a subject, you'll be statistically good at it. I feel like the best reaction when trying to speak Vietnamese, even if poorly, are with old people. Yeah, they're usually like, "Why the hell would you want to learn this dead ass language?" Or like, no one speaks this language or wants to learn it. That's how I feel too. So like when someone non-Vietnamese speaks Vietnamese to me, I was like, "Yo, you Vietnamese?" And then they go, "No." I'm like, "Damn, bro, why you learning Vietnamese?" And it's usually like, "Oh, because my significant other is Vietnamese and I wanted to learn." Or like I have Vietnamese heritage and I wanted to learn. I have a family friend. Her grandma's Vietnamese, and the rest of her is Caucasian. But she learns how to speak a little bit and sing some cải lương. Cải lương is like classic uh I don't even know how to describe cải lương. Cải lương is like it's a song that tells a story. It's like sea shanties, but not for sailors. All right, we take another 4 minute break here. Push out the pad. I remember one time going to a Vit night market, and when I said "come on" to an old dude selling these matcha cakes, he gave me a thumbs up and a huge smile while saying "good boy" in a thick accent. Ah, you got "good boy" by Unk, bro. That's crazy. I'm guessing you mean traditional folk song. No. Traditional folk song is different. Gatlung is a more modern concept, but it's similar. It's similar. Let me Google what Galung is. Galung. What is? I put Vietnamese Galung. A modern Vietnamese folk song opera originating in the early 20th century in southern Vietnam. There you go. Ah, yes, the greatest purpose to learn Vietnamese. Getting a thumbs up from the uncles and grandpas. I didn't get such a crazy reaction when I replied in Vietnamese to all the not in Vietnamese in Japanese to all those people when I went to Japan because I was like, damn, bro, I guess I'm too Japanese passing, bro. God damn. It's like no reaction at all. They're like, yeah. But then the Vietnamese people were there in Japan when I spoke Vietnamese. They're like, oh my gosh, you're Vietnamese. Oh my gosh, there's another Vietnamese people here. You don't look Vietnamese. I'm like, damn, bro. Old grandma was like, hey, that guy speaks Vietnamese. I mean, Japanese isn't as a niche of a language as Vietnamese, though. There are still people that are in the same mindset though, where they're like, why would you learn this language? There's so many other popular language like Spanish, Mandarin. What's another popular? Let's see. Let's Google most spoken languages in the world. Hindi, French. Can I get a wiki page here? Let's see. List of most spoken second languages. A total number of speakers. So we have English, Mandarin Chinese, Hindi, Spanish, Arabic, French, Bengali. Now that's a surprise. Portuguese, Indonesian. How close is Indonesian to Mandarin? Not closely related. Okay, my fault. I'm ignorant. I picture a lot of old people find it nice when a random young person from outside their culture shows interest. I think a lot of people do. Urdu, Indo-European language, Russian, German, Japanese on number 13. Vietnamese number 17? What the? What the? Who out here learning Vietnamese for it to be number 17? What the? Marathi, another Indian language. Nigerian, number 14. Damn, Vietnamese more spoken than Turkish? That's crazy. Hold up. Vietnamese more spoken than Tagalog? Yeah, I can see that. Vietnamese more spoken than Korean? Nah, this wiki page gotta be fake. Nah. Fake news, guys. Whereas probably hits different for old people is what I mean. My family in Vietnam likes my my American Vietnamese accent. The way they explain it is like some words I just pronounce it strangely, I guess. And they're like, oh, it's so cute when he says this word. And I'm like, I know in their eyes, I will always be like a little baby. But I'm like, that's gonna cringe, bro. I mean, it's because of people seeing a future in Vietnam, economically speaking, which is motivating more people to learn it. Yes, in terms of Southeast Asian countries, I do believe Vietnam has the most economical success out of all of them. If you exclude Singapore, do people even count Singapore as Southeast Asian? I do. Out of all the Southeast Asian people, I think Vietnam is doing good economically. They're the up and coming. Some of the natives don't like the reason why they're up and coming, such as like Chinese factory going to Vietnam and buying their land so they can get the stamp of like made in Vietnam and work around tariffs and all that. There's also like labor is now cheaper in Vietnam compared to China, since China is rapidly evolving. Some Vietnamese people don't like being called China Part 2. They really don't like the strong association with China. Some people get mad if you mistake their flag as a Chinese flag. Bro, I swear it was an honest mistake. Both of them are red background with yellow stars. I mean, that makes inherent sense. It makes sense for the same reason Puerto Ricans do not like being called Mexicans. But the Puerto Rican flag's not even the same as the Mexican flag. I also think Puerto Rican people look way different than Mexicans. All my Puerto Rican friends and coworker, they look more closely to like people who live like next to a mountain. I know that's a very strange descriptor, but like there's certain features that I see on people who have grown up like next to a mountain. I don't know how to explain it. Oof. I meant that in a more generic. Don't call X group the name of Y group because they don't like being thought as the same. I know for sure my native Vietnamese friends don't like it that I said, genetically speaking, North Vietnamese and South Chinese are like genetically the same people, and they're like they all like basically the room went quiet as if I said something taboo. I'm like, ooh. Was I not supposed to say that? Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm waiting to be proven wrong. I remember when my boss from my old job from years back met my mother for the first time, and she casually asked her, "Are you Mexican?" I know. In Vietnam, it's taboo to talk about. I don't remember the Vietnamese name for it, but it's the South Vietnamese flag. It's taboo to talk about it, and it's like illegal to even draw it. Apparently, what I was told was that it's like a sign of a rebellion is gonna happen in the country. I was like, bro, it's just a flag, bro. Chill out, bro. But I guess that's how like some people see the Confederate flag because it has history. My boss from my old job was from China. For context, ask him if he's Taiwanese, just for giggles. All right, we're on to the next pad. It was a she. Yeah, ask her if she's Taiwanese. You should gaslight her, saying like there's only Taiwan and West Taiwan on the planet. There's a bunch of Chinese people when I used to play PUBG, and and they would scream China number one, China number one, and so like the way I would communicate with them to team up, I would just scream China number one back at them, and then I would call him Wunga. Wunga is like boss, and then we would team up just because I knew a little bit of Mandarin, and kill this one guy, and then I would kill him, and then I would say sorry. Nah, bro, imagine saying Taiwan is an independent country. I would kill him, right? I would line myself up a certain way where I'm right behind him. I would kill him, and then I'd be like, "Sorry, Taiwan number one," and that was it. You can't hear him say anything because I already offed him. Betrayed. Would never trust another China Mandarin speaking person ever again, bro. Yo, what's up? Quexlum? Is that how I pronounce your name? Wait, let me Google how to pronounce this because I think I know how it's pronounced, but I'm not too sure. Zave. Okay, yeah. I had proved my haters wrong. Let me snooze the ads. Who are your haters? Who are the ops? We're all friendly here. Friendly, I say. Friendly until it's not. Quake Live player with inhuman settings. Inhuman, you say? You know, as long as you're shooting your shots, I honestly can't complain. I played with some players with some ridiculous settings that I could never play on, but they shot their shots, and I'm like, all right, bro, it works for you. It works for you. So I did a clip with reaching 54% accuracy. I don't play Quake that much, so I don't know if that's like high or low, but you making it sound like it's high. Oh yeah, there's one thing with that moment with my boss that makes it a bit funnier to me. What was it? We got 15 seconds left before we start the benchmark on this pad. All right, not a bad warm up on this pad. If you wonder what settings, well, I'm player which plays on 10 to 14 cm, 70 FOV, 3200 DPI. I feel like playing faster since in Quake makes sense since you have such like rapid movement relative to like all the other games. What's the normal FOV for Quake? Is it like 90? I also play on a similar FOV. I play on 74. Like 100? Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cough. Yeah, I usually play on 74. That's because this is what Counter-Strike is. There was one time where my uncle, from my mom's side of the family, casually went up to someone and asked, "Are you Chinese?" Bluntly, in the same way my boss asked my mother, "Are you Mexican?" They had me dying. You know, some people are just brave like that. Yeah, I think 10 to 14 cm is pretty high, but I don't know. It doesn't feel ridiculous to me. If you're playing Quake. It also depends on your like play area too. If you have a, you know, if it's cramped on your desk, then yeah, it makes even more sense. I don't know. I'm not the type to judge, you know. Do whatever it takes to get the dub. Can't type. 5. I have Fnatic Jet. Is that the mouse pad? Let me check. Fnatic Jet. Yes, Fnatic Jet is a mouse pad. What category is this? Let me see. Oh, I definitely need that stretch.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
And that hydrate. I don't know anything about a Fanatic Jet. How do you what would you categorize it as? Which is like plastic feel with less friction? Yes. Thanks for the hydrate one. Here's today's water bottle. Do you know if it's on the same speed as like a Raiden? Or is it even faster? Let's stretch my spinal cord. Like, it's not a racist way, but people not realizing how blunt and direct they're being. This is a different time for those people. People, when use Fanatic Jet, feels a bit faster than some or most glass pad. A bit faster than some or most glass pad. Like, it has no friction, really useful for tracking. There's that one company called Two Dudes Gaming, and they make like steel pads. And I thought that was interesting. This is a slab of steel. Right now I'm testing some artisan pads. I got 10 of them in my closet. And I'm trying to see scientifically which one is the best one. I can explain it to you real quick after this run. I didn't mean to rhyme. $144. All right. Let me go and show you real quick. But dead spots are mostly effective, but you can clean those. Highly waterproof. I asked some people about my settings. They think I'm LARPing or trolling. I mean, it's fine. You know, you can be the outlier. So what I'm doing is 9 scenarios, 15 runs per pad, 5 runs split into 3 days, 1 warm up on every pad, all on 52 cm. What did I write here? Oh yeah, and a 4 to 5 minute break every pad. So this is the data from scenario 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm on scenario 5 right now. And here's the data that's being compiled. So you can see in this box and whisker plot which one is the best one. So for this one, the Otsu V2 seems to be the best one. And this one, the Heian Mid seems to be the best one. And then the 2K soft, 2K soft are the best one for these ones. So I'll average all their score up, and I'll use that pad. You're just built different, bro. Don't listen to the haters. They can't handle success. I know you can. So we got about like, I think 15, no, it's like 14 days left on testing all these pads. Because it seems like we're not getting a straight flush. Oh, and the order that the pads are selected is randomly generated. So no pad has like a bad spot, I guess you can say, because the middle pad will always perform the best statistically. Since I'm warmed up and not tired out, I like the beginning and end pads. All right, 142. There you go. All right, go now. Bye. See ya. Thanks for coming. What mouse do you use before you go? And do you use any special skates? I should really go get my hair cut. But I'm kind of broke after spending $45 on a tank of gas. Dang it. 135.9. What's the gas prices like where you guys are at? How far has it climbed? I think for me it's like a 40% increase. All right. Back to our timer. Where am I at in this timeline? Okay, the Hien is next. Which pad do you guys think is gonna be the winner at the end of all of this? I can't say. I don't even know. Right now I'm time stamping my video that I'm uploading. Save that for the time being. This is actually a nice lo-fi song. I'm getting used to typing with the split keyboard, but it's kind of a little difficult for me right now. I feel like the spacebar is not spaced out for how I type, but I guess I can adjust over time. Do you guys think I should type? Wait, when you guys write first, second, third, do you guys do number, then ST, and so forth? Or do you guys write out the whole word?
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch!
Oh my goodness. More water? Thank you. Here's today's water bottle. I say it's 50-50. Water so good. Delicious nectar. The nectar of life. And like that, I'm already out of time. That was fast. The kind of that stat that I was saying, where like, if you spend 2 hours every day for a year, doing one subject, you'll be better than the average person who does that subject. It kind of motivates me. But what am I gonna do spending 2 years on something? What can I lock in on? I did hear that most streamers quit after a month of streaming. Isn't that crazy? I've been streaming consistently for what, 2 years? We're about to reach our third. All right, warm up round. Have you ever thought about having a little pet mascot to go along with your avatar? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I will show you. I will show you actually after I do these 5 runs. During our break, I'll show you. So I always thought of a mascot and like some type of flag, some type of emblem to like bear. So like any one of you guys can be like, yeah, I'm part of this group. But it gets really hard because like I want it to be on a level where like even people who aren't artistically inclined can draw it. So I need to find something simple to draw. As for the mascot, my character's supposed to be a Tengu, right? So a crow would be the first thing, right? But then Tengus can be foxes too, and they can be oh, my mom's coming to gank me. Self stand next to me. It's gonna gank me again. Anyhow, what was I saying before I was rudely ganked by my mother? Um, yeah. So at first, the crow is the easiest one, right? There's also long nose tengu and then the rare fox tengu. Now you mention it. Now that you mentioned that, it reminds me of this Angel VTuber I watched in the past. I was like her first follower on Twitch, and she quit not too long afterwards. Idea I had in mind for a pet mascot to go along with my avatar is going to sound oddly specific. Go for it. Describe it. A lot of people quit for a lot of reasons. But for me, I always play video games, so I don't mind streaming for you guys. I did wish that I bought a better GPU so I could stream you guys sooner. Cause like in 2018, I could have gotten a graphics card that could help me stream, but I was like, nah, I don't have money for that. I'd be out of money if I bought that graphics card. But now, as like I'm older and more knowledgeable, that time in the market of streaming could like its value is way worth more than the $400 graphics card at the time. $400. It could have paid itself off. It could have been worth it. Because just doing it now, being in the market, could have gave me like a big advantage just for being early. Because look at all the competition now. They put way more effort, and those that are already established are like already established, and so like. I should have said fuck it, bro. My high school self should have done it, bro. But better now than never. I don't be doing anything in 2018, bro. I was demonic in 2018. I was thinking I have it be a little Brontosaurus. That is very specific, bro. In 2018, I was demonic, bro. Like right now, like you guys think I'm a Freakazoid now? I was worse, bro. You know how like you get calmer as you get older, bro? I was unchained, bro. I wonder what would happen if I streamed during my high school days and just kept on going with it. I found it kind of sad though. I'm guessing she was probably streaming for months or years and got discouraged by only one follower after all that time she spent streaming. The reason I pick a little Brontosaurus is more for a symbolic reason. It's inspired by this metaphor I thought of to describe becoming a content creator in the current age. Are you saying that you're old? Like the Brontosaurus? Or that you have a long neck? or that you're vegan? I don't know where I'm going with this. Gotta start a timer. Damn, you old. I picture trying to get into content creation today. When you're starting from scratch, you're basically a baby brontosaurus in modern day Africa. They're gonna fucking murder you, bro. Yeah, just start. Just get in the habit, you know. Um, even if it's a bad video, just having something out, you know. Let me head to the Le Art Discord. Here it is. This is my mascot section. Little Digimon here. Funny T-Rex guy. Some horses, you know. Tengus are able to shapeshift into whatever they want. Fucking Rick from Kirby. My boy Rick the hamster. Isn't he funny? I also thought about like a white cat with the same colored eyes as me. That was like white haired pet with same color eyes. This chicken from Missouri Lane. Just this owl looking guy. Oops, I didn't mean to zoom in. I hate it when it does that. Tanuki. This other stuff. A fully grown brontosaurus is gonna have no issues because it's so fucking big. A baby brontosaurus is gonna have a hard time. Because they're small. You get what I mean by the analogy for content creation. Yeah. There's a duck. This is a little cherry stem guy. 35p cat. What the heck? It's not in here. My bird thing is not in here. What the heck? What the heck? Hold on. Let me. Fuck, what's that bitch name? What the heck? Even my searches isn't showing up anything. That's crazy. Anywho, I guess I gotta find it now. There was a funny Japanese plush of this character from G-Witch, Gundam Witch of Mercury, and it's a cockatiel. One of the characters, her bangs are shaped like a cockatiel, and I thought about making like a round bird like this. That and I also like the idea of having it be a brontosaurus because one from an anime I remember seeing as a kid called Dinosaur King. That Pikachu? Yeah, that's Pikachu. He's eating mochi. Dinosaur King. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this anime. I just didn't know it's called Dinosaur King. Wacky, wacky, wacky anime. What do I have for chat design? Oof, definitely nothing special, guys. My miscellaneous. Yeah, it's just art stuff for miscellaneous stuff in here. Just whatever I can put. Jump to order. Yeah, I didn't have a cockatiel. Just random emotes I just spam here. But these definitely get emotes. These will get emotes. Or a higher chance, anyways. I fucking love this shit, bro. I wish this Korean guy took commissions because I would love him to draw my OC like this. What a funny guy. What a funny guy. What a funny guy. What others do I have in here? Yeah, I would want this keyboard one. This is funny. I'll send you a video of it. Is this a wave? Oop. It was a little bit loud, wasn't it? Let me check all my pinned ones. Wait, why is this here? Oh yeah, a gif of this. This would be so cool. I don't know why. Oh wow, why is it smaller? This would be pretty fucking cool, in my opinion. A lot of Taekwondo people break boards, and I was like, yo, this would be awesome if I had this fit on. Wouldn't it be cool? I seen it. Some popcorn. Why do I have so many emotes? Or well, yeah, why do I have so many like emotes and poses? That's always like a duo. Like who's gonna be the duo here, bro? Am I gonna have to recruit Moy? I could eat my tail. Oh shit, this would be a crazy sticker, guys, wouldn't it? Don't you guys agree? And like that, we are out of time. Perhaps. Bro, I fucking hate YouTube. They know I'm using an ad blocker. And they buffer my shit, bro. Yo, Dipper. Thank you for follow. Welcome to Team Noke. We're in the middle of testing some mouse pads. Right now we're on the Type 99 mid. Let us know what mouse and mouse pad combination you're using. As the also Y Shroud says, you got to use the same company mouse and mouse pad to be optimal. Which I'm not doing. I'm not having optimal gameplay right now. This is like the worst warm up I have ever had. Don't look at the score. It's gonna be heinous. Woo. What mousepad is that? It's the Type 99 mid. So I'll go show the test results for today's RNG. So right now I'm on the Type 99 mid. The next one will be the Otsu mid, Raiden soft, then the Type 99 soft. So what I'm doing right now is I have 9 scenarios. Each scenario gets 15 runs on each pad, and the 15 runs will be split among 3 days. Every pad gets 1 warm up before we start the benchmarking session. Everything is on 52 cm, And between pads, we take a 4 to 5 minute break. And this is the data for scenario 1, if you're curious. This is a box and whisker plot with all the, data inside of it and out. So the Artisan 2K off is the winner for first scenario. Second scenario. Third scenario, the winner is the Heian mid. Fourth scenario is the Otsubi 2. And then I'm doing the fifth scenario right now. So the data is not finished because we still got this much left to go. I want to buy one, but I don't know. A lot of mousepad in the market now. I would say if you have the money for Artisan, swing for it. It's the gold standard. Try it once, see if you like it or not. But there are just as good pads out there for cheaper or like slightly worse, I guess you can say. Like it's kind of like owning like a name brand sports car, right? Let's say like a Porsche or something. Let's say you own a Porsche, and then you're like, can't really afford a Porsche, It's a really good sports car, but I can own a Corvette, and a Corvette does the same thing like 90% of the way there. That's how I see it anyways. Razer did release their new Gigantus B2 Pro on Amazon, and seems to be a pretty good Saturn Pro clone. They haven't released the max speed yet, but they released all the other ones. So you want something slow, like a Type 99, get the max control. Otherwise, stick with the balance or the speed. They're pretty close to each other. So if you think you need more speed, go for the speed. If you think you want an all-rounder, go for the balance. It's on Amazon for $50. Lots of value. 500 by 500. Pretty firm base. If you don't like it, you just return it. Let's start from there. What is this, the mid? It's the mid. Sorry, was that a lot of information dump at once? I can repeat myself if needed. Or maybe probably better to ask, what game do you play right now? If you don't know what pad to get. I'm not sure your experience in the peripheral game. $139.75. Write that down. Artisan Ninja Xsoft. Yeah, every artisan path is an artisan ninja, and then the Xsoft is the base. That's not like a type of surface. When I train my aim, I can't execute the eye-hand coordination. I focus on the target, but I can't make my hand go where I'm looking. I see. Do you think it's because you have trouble or well, I kind of need to see you move to get a better idea. Like, do you overshoot, as in your cursor goes over the target, or do you undershoot where it's like just right before it? One 36.9. I'll join into your Discord. Okay, sure. Hello, Gummy. Hi, smelly. Do I smell good? One 37.65. One last run. I don't know how to explain. My English is bad, and sometimes I have to use translate. That's okay. What language do you speak? Surely we can have some translators in here. One 36.8. Okay, let's start timer. Switch our mouse pad. Spanish. Oh shit, we got a lot of Spanish speakers here. Solomon, I request your assistance. And or one. Oh yeah, so I got One Piece, the Thousand Sunny, and I have to put it together. Oh shit. After I make it, if I do right, I'm gonna start doing Gunpla. One has already seen me talk about this in another chat. Nice. I can't wait to see the finished product. You can use the command translate. So if you exclamation mark translate. So do let's see if this works. So translate. I don't speak English. There we go. It works. All right. Is anyone willing to sit in Discord with me to translate what Dipper has to say? Someone with Spanish skills. Solomon, 1, can I ask for your assistance? The AI. Yes. All right. We can go and hang out then in the channel. Vamos, way. All right, I'm about to find out what 1 sounds like. Let me switch pads real quick. One sec, need to switch to PC. Okay. I'm sitting in Discord right now. Dipper. You can probably see me right now. I'm in the server. So let me. Yeah, I'm in the server right now, right here. If you can see it. Oh shit, it's 1. Hola, mi hermano. ¿Qué? Yeah, I know. Oh, they said they'll be back in 10 minutes, so I guess we'll come back in 10 minutes. Well, sorry for telling you to get on your PC. Okay, okay. See you in 10 minutes. All right, we'll convene in 10 minutes. I thought Solomon would come flex his Spanish muscles, his B2 muscles. You need Solomon, he disappears like the Avatar. But luckily, we got Mod 1 here. Oh shit, a PB. Oh, I didn't have Discord sound on. So the answer is no currently. That takes a lot of courage to go into a place where you're not familiar with the language and just start speaking. That guy or girl, whoever they are, they're brave. That's what I need to do. I need to drop myself in a Japanese server and force myself to speak Japanese, whether I can communicate or not, and just spam it 2 hours a day. Eventually, I'll get good, right? Ugh. The actual score is so bad. He's doing anything. Earlier we were talking about Vietnamese accents, Fred, and I was telling them how like when I say zero and no, they're two different words for me, but I know like it's pronounced the same in some places. When I say zero, it's come, but when I say no, it's hum. Add more word to make it make sense, like humga instead of kumga. And here I thought I was going to talk to someone else. Yo, what's up, Spiderslav? I'm not sure if that's an acceptable pronunciation. Or is that just my special American Vietnamese? $145.10. Quite the high score. But when you speak, it makes perfect sense. Written from translate to English, it makes no sense. Doing forever to find a good cry emoji. Have you tried Reborn yet? No. I don't think I'm gonna try Reborn for quite a long time. Just try it, pass the tutorial, you won't regret it, bro. Look, if I try a little bit of it, I'm gonna try all of it. I see through you, bro. It works if you need get your point across. Yeah, I was just wondering which pronunciation is more correct. Is it kumga or humga? Or is both valid? Nice. We PB by 0.05. We would take those. We take those dubs. I was also explaining like maybe some terms I use is outdated, and so like native Vietnamese people know that I'm not native. And I was explaining like the word airport, how I use Phi Trường instead of Sang Bai. I forgot what bank is the modern day word for bank because I say nhà băng. All right, that's the last score. Take another 4-minute break here. Switch out mouse pads first. Okay. Yeah, that's what that was. I was explaining to them that Phi Chung is boomer. Chụp siêu nữa đi. Let's see. What the heck does this say? How do I pronounce this? Yeah, yeah. I'm not remembering that, bro. We for sure not remembering that. I'm just time stamping my voice acting video right now. Welcome back, Dipper. All right, one, are you ready? Solomon, are you here? If you want to practice your Spanish, I guess that motherfucker gone. Yo, I have returned. All right, Solomon, jump in Discord with one, me, and Dipper. So you can. I need you to translate. Okay. We're about to have a translator, live translator. I need you to flex your B2 Spanish muscles right now, if you would kindly. My mi amor, my love. I can try, but only intermediate. This is gonna use a different part of your brain since it's like live action, I guess. Yo, what's up? Let me get some Discord audio in here so we can hear one. Get the Fuji Tech in here. Oh my gosh, that's a big picture. Yo, what's up?
Hola, hola, hola,
Hola, hola, hola, hola.
Hello, Gracie.
hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? Suena como mexicano, ¿verdad? México.
¿Cómo?
¿Tú eres mexicano?
Ahora en Japan, sí.
Japan.
Ahora sí. Yo from México, en
Are you
Florida.
from Mexico?
Sí,
That's
sí.
nice. Okay, I will try to speak in Spanish solo because I'm from Dominican Republic and our Spanish is too deep.
Hey, you a Dominican papi?
Yeah, Dominican.
Sí, sí, sí es.
So gonna be, more slow to explain, okay?
Okay, okay.
Vale, mira, lo que yo quiero preguntar es, por ejemplo, cuando yo entreno en el COVAX o cuando yo usualmente juego COVAX, se me complica un poco lo que es alinear el objetivo, o sea, el target y el crosshair. O sea, mientras yo estoy enfocado en el objetivo, no sé de qué manera, cómo hacer lo que sincronicen ambos. No sé si tú entiendes.
Outdated SMH subtitles. Is this different from UMass? I don't think so. I'm more used to mixing Spanish and Castano, so I'm gonna struggle a bit here. You can jump in the Discord right now. We're in Discord, so you can listen to them live.
No te entendí mucho, pero ¿cómo? ¿Cómo es?
O sea, cuando estoy jugando Kovacs, ¿verdad? Que estoy entrenando.
¿Mm?
Usualmente me dicen que, o sea, como consejo, me dan unos consejos que dicen que tengo que enfocarme como en el objetivo, o sea, en el enemigo. Entonces, cuando yo me enfoco en el sé de qué manera se alinea, no sé si tú me entiendes cómo hacer el hand combination, o sea, no sé cómo aplicarlo. Mientras estoy enfocado en el objetivo, que quiero como apuntarle, como que mi mano no responda a lo que yo estoy mirando.
Sí, pero no me entendí mucho, pero no sé.
So it's difficult, right? I know. Because it's weird. So I didn't understand that. So because people say that I have to like to focus on the enemy, but I don't know how people like put like the crosshair in the enemy while they're focused on that.
I see. So it's kind of like
Mhm.
how do I explain blind fire? You just focus on the center of your screen, and you'll get the general sense uh
Uh,
when the enemy is in the middle of your screen, because when they're
Caes en el centro de la pantalla.
¿Cómo? Okay, let me open the products. Go to screen better.
yo,
Because I
what's up,
know my
Fox?
Spanish is quickly like it's it's faster and I don't know, it's difficult my Spanish. It's like an up from Spain because Spain and Dominican Republic like the Spanish is too different. Let me check
So
this
from
one.
what I understand, you're having trouble putting your crosshair on the target.
Exactly. Right now I'm playing Toba, so you can see okay, this is like what I'm playing. Okay. Okay, so for example, so I'll focus on like on this right
Uh-huh.
on the enemy, but I don't know like how like to follow him like
Oh, you're talking about
like
target
follow,
reading.
exactly yeah.
So like you're trying to predict their movement, right? When they slow down and move to the next spot.
Okay, sí.
So like you just follow along with their momentum
Mhm.
in that same direction, and then when they slow down, that's when most
Oh,
likely they'll change. So you'll start to slow down with them.
Cuando te miras que esto está moviendo rápido, le sigues cuando vas despacito,
no?
o le sigues donde va a correr.
Okay,
I have no knowledge of
okay.
aim training, so my
Okay,
Spanish skills
okay.
aren't much help here.
Se me
It's all
dificulta
good. It's all good.
porque usualmente a veces miro el crosshair, o sea, me quedo como mirándolo sin ninguna intención. Entonces como que
Sí,
me
como
choca.
miras, sí, como miras como vas pasito antes que cambie de dirección, así como va a estar.
No. So, but I'm doing well or
Yeah, you're tracking pretty good.
but in game is different.
Well, in game it could be something else, because like when you're fighting live with another player, there's a different type of nerves, you know, because in aim training the target's not going to shoot back.
Exactly.
Yeah, but in a live match, you sound like you're scared to fight back, and you get nervous.
Uh,
You probably notice when you play deathmatch, you play way differently than in a ranked match.
that's it. So I have to practice more in game.
Yeah, you just gotta think that you're better than the enemy. Relax your muscles, do some stretches. Yeah, because your tracking's good.
Thank you.
Yo, what's up, some being?
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope I was able to help explaining.
yeah, it was. So thank you. I don't have like nothing for to say now.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Here to help.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. See ya.
See,
Because when you said explaining the concept of mentally blocking out everything else to lock on the target, the best I could think of is enfoscas en el centro de la pantalla. my gringo Spanish. Yeah, to me, it just sounded like you were nervous, Dipper. Because I think what helps is probably tension control. Maybe some being can explain. Bro has like gringo accent. No. I know gringo. Nunca. I'm Dominican, papi. Dipper was asking if like what he's doing is or how can he put his crosshair on the target when he's like flicking or tracking onto the target more easily. But when I watch him in Kovacs, it seems like he was following the target pretty well. And then he explained that during a live match, it's not like that. And so what I'm thinking is that he's nervous, and so his tension management is different while in a live ranked match, because you know we don't perform the same as we do in an aim trainer, in deathmatch, and in a ranked game, because they're just more mental load on us. Papi is from Puerto Rico. Yeah, actually said nunca, much better there. I can't control the tension. Yeah. So what scenarios should he play for tension management? I remember when in CS long ago, I remember Freiburg or some pro player aim was in the background after a certain skill point. Yeah, I was trying to explain the concept of like blind fire, because when you blind fire, you kind of feel the general direction of where your bullet is going. But the further he explained, it sounded like he needed help with tension management. At least when they're playing in a current match. I'm not FPS pro, but whenever I play shooting games, taking 200 to 400 milligrams of caffeine helps me out quite a bit. That sure does. That sure does. Doping does help. Doping does help. It does sound like an experience thing. Playing and practicing in the game itself would be most impactful, in my opinion. Well, there you go, Dipper. It's just you just gotta put time into the game. Let me snooze stats. So sometimes I think it's for me sometimes it's a mental thing. So just thinking that I'm the better player helps me out quite a bit. Cause like when you smurf in a match, you probably play the same as if it's a death match, because you subconsciously know that you're better than the other player. And so there's nothing like real tense about it, and you're probably on a smurf, so there's nothing to lose. So you play way differently. I don't know. That's just my head canon. You can also try different crosshairs. Usually in game, I play with a cross and a gap in the middle. That type of crosshair for me is really good for like tracking and spraying. But if I want high precision, I would use a dot. Like my headshot accuracy is probably like 10%, 15% higher if I use a dot. But my tracking goes out the window. maybe a different color background, different color crosshair. All right, that was quite the warm up, I believe. Yep. For some reason, caffeine tends to calm me rather than makes me jitter. Calm me. Do you happen to have ADHD? Because I hear caffeine is a temporary fix for those who have it until they can take their meds. It's also generally more of a focus improvement until you reach a certain amount where it makes you jittery. For me, at like, I'm trying to think, at like 300 milligrams, I get shaky. Outside from that, I focus better. $138 on the Artisan. Oof. Yo, Shy Demon, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Team Noke. I don't have alerts up on that side yet because I don't know how to do it just yet. But one day I will. I just started streaming over there. As far as I know, no, but type 1 can cause ADHD like symptoms in people. Also, your English was pretty good, Dipper. I think the biggest hurdle for me was your mic, because I had to like focus when you spoke. But outside from that, your English is good. I feel like I'm ego Jozuing people. When you get Jozued, that's how you know people are just being nice. When you actually speak good Japanese, people will say umai. All right, 4 more scores. Oh, the ads are playing, and I'm all out of snoozes, guys. So remember to turn on your ad blocker if you don't want any ads, or go on one of these other platforms that I'm on, or if you're gracious enough, sub to the channel. Or you can use Twitch Turbo. I keep on forgetting that's a thing. Please. I almost PB'd. Damn. All right, everyone. We're down to the last run here on this pad. And we'll switch out for the very last pad. We're down to the last 15 minutes or so of the stream. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. And then the next day, then the next day, then the next day, then the next day. It never ends. Did you guys see the Mortal Soul or Mortal Shell 2 trailer? I put it in the games channel. That looks like a crazy game. I signed up for the beta, so hopefully we get early access to it and we can stream it. It looks like a mix of Souls and Sekiro with Bloodborne elements, because the weapon on the back is a gun. That don't look clean though. .134.4. Fuck. The whaty? Mortal Soul. Or not Mortal Soul, Mortal Shell 2. I put it in the games channel. It look clean, bro. It look clean as hell. You know, I can download the emulator and play it. I played it before in the past when it first released. I have to download the Sha PS4 emulator. Bro, can you believe that Mirant shut down, bro? The cost to keep the servers up went up because of AI data centers. Now it's $6,000 a month to keep the servers up. Where am I gonna get a safe, reliable way to get my ROMs, bro? Yeah, Bloodborne on PC is really optimized. But that emulator might as well be the Bloodborne emulator, because I think that's the only game that works well on that emulator. Let me start the timer. Did I take my break here? But I think Mortal Shell 2 is the closest thing we can get to an official Bloodborne on PC. Have you guys been to any of my Deb be doing anything? Have you guys been to any of my Soulsborne streams? Or FromSoft streams? I don't think I was that popular back then. Not as popular as I am now. I would be my only viewer. I even played Armored Core. Bro, Armored Core was the Gundam game, bro. The Gundam game. Better than any Gundam game I played previously. What if I get VIP the third time? Then nothing happens, bro. You're just wasting your points. I'm running out of things to give you, bro. I was, I was like, I was thinking to myself, what type of exclusive things do you want to see behind the scenes of my hairline or something? All right, that was out of pocket, huh? For some reason, caffeine doesn't stabilize my blood sugar, but it helps me ignore the negative effects of high blood sugar. I don't feel like caffeine works on me until I'm like maybe 150 milligrams in. I don't even drink caffeine like that. I do like the taste of Monsters though, so when are they gonna make like the same flavor but uncaffeinated? Is that a crazy take, guys? Are you guys Monster enjoyers or no? Or am I the crazy one? At least the mental effects. If you want uncaffeinated Monster Rehab is an option. Nah, that thing stinks. I don't like that. Monsters, man. I'll take it if there's nothing else, but I prefer 4C Energy Rush. 4C? I thought you were a Celsius person. I actually like Celsius. But I feel like the value isn't there because I'm not drinking for the caffeine, I'm drinking for the flavor.
Drink water, you dehydrated
Oh my
bitch.
goodness. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what they are now. Thank you for the hydrate. Yo, what's up, Zach? Today's water bottle. I actually like drinking Celsius. I just don't want it to be caffeinated. Celsius, we drink the freedom units here. What's I gonna do? Oh yes, I remember what I was gonna do. There are non-caffeinated Celsius flavor. Well, why didn't you tell me sooner, bro? You might have put me on some drugs. What time is it? My mom wants me to eat now, and this is the last pad of the session. I can't ever seem to have enough time to do other things. Maybe I should just quit mousepad testing, but I'm already halfway through. Might as well, right? Might as well finish it. See it to the end. It's also a nice relaxing time to get to talk to you guys and show off my ideas. We're definitely replacing the channel point picture with a casino chip with our logo on it. Gatekeep Max, bro. The main one I know of that's uncaffeinated is blueberry lemonade. Bro, my favorite types of flavor, bro. I love lemonade, but if I were to choose, I would prefer limeade, lime over lemon. And I like raspberry and blueberry is second. So if they have raspberry limeade, I'm all up for it, bro. But blueberry lemonade, Mr. Second Place, is fine too. Lemonade, yeah, any grapes? Are you guys a sparkling wine fan, or is it just me? I usually don't buy snacks or like alcohol because I'm one of those like bored eaters. I guess you can say. If it's in the house, I'll eat it. So I usually don't buy it, so I don't have to eat it. That's why I don't buy bottles of wine all the time, because I would drink those wines and be an alcoholic. Would you guys want to see the drunk side of Adenoke? Nah. Unless... You think I can afford all that wine in this economy? I've had sparkling apple juice before. I also like hard cider. Hard cider is good too. Something lower in alcohol content. It was so nice in Japan because there's so much hard cider over there, and I was like, bro, I'm in heaven, bro, and it's readily available at the konbini. It's so funny. So in Japan, they don't make you ID yourself. So when you buy alcohol or cigarettes, there's a screen that says, "Are you 18 or are you 20?" And you just press yes. What a high trust society. Me, liar? Couldn't be. Aki was telling me there are no thieves in Japan, and I was like, bro, I'll be the first thief in Japan. What rank? What you rank, friend? I'm max Jade. But right now, I haven't played in a while, so I'm diamond. I would say right now. But before, like 2 months ago, I was Jade. I'm Silurian complete in Viscos. Oops. It's okay, we got it. One for 1.5. I trust society moment. Are you 18 or older? I feel like I've clicked on that button before. I wonder where. Maybe at the gas station when you buy some alcohol. Imagine living in a country where the average person has morals. Is good rank? What rank are you, big dog? Are you masters? Grandmaster? Celestial? Are you here to mog me? Oops. A little bit of a slippage. I'm only small rank, very tiny. It's too small to see. Too small to see. Magnify glass. Definitely not a website anywhere. Oh, what the? I think a lot of us have been to such a website where they ask that question. That's okay. Even if you're a small rank, this is the worst you're gonna get. When you're at the bottom, there's only one way to go, and it's up. Oh no, I'm doing the 1 HP thing again. $134. Guys, May is almost here. A bunch of bangers are coming out. What games are you guys getting? Oh yeah, also learning about derivatives and calculus. I remember those. I remember derivatives. The funny squiggly F symbol. Also took a picture, perfect picture of my dog. What type of dog? The F symbol. Let me see dog. That guys, that's the last score. That's the last score of the session. Yeah, ever since I learned derivative in high school, I used to write my F's just like how it's printed on like in text. But then ever since I learned how to write the derivative F, I always wrote my F's exactly like that derivative. L. Maybe I can pull paint up. What the? Why is my paint so small? Make this larger. Let's see. Paint untitled. All right, so I guess we can do before is orange. Okay, so before I wrote F like this. Like that. And then I guess purple can be after. And then afterwards, now I write S like this. Real chug hours. I used to write T's like this. But now I write T's like this. Like a little guy down there. Hold on, let me clean that up. That's kind of messy. Yeah, there you go. There's a little guy right there. Some letters that I used to I changed as I got older. So G used to be like that and Y's used to be like that. Now my G's are like this. My Y's like this. Chugs are truly the superior dog breed. He looks like a cute, funny guy. What other things I used to write Z like this. But now I write Z like this. Oops. Oops. Like that as a mark around across it. What other ones I used to write differently? I used to write L's like this. Now I write L's just like this as a line. Picture a mix of Chihuahua and Pug, if you're curious. It looked like a Chihuahua mix thing. I just wasn't sure. Let's see. I'm saying my ABCs in my head. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the letters I used to write then versus now. I don't know where it changed. The Z is a very recent change within like the last 5 years. The G and Y is like the last 10. And the F and T and L are like the last 10 plus. I sent a pic of what she looks like years ago. What a cute dog. Funny dog. Well, you guys, how have your handwriting changed as time evolved? My dog in particular is a little Michael Jackson. My G's and Y's are now so close to each other because sometimes I would like rush, right? I would rush and I would go like that, and then, so yeah, some people were mistaking this as a G, and I was like, no, there's an opening right here. There's an opening right here. Can you not see that? There's an opening right here. Yeah, but I can never consciously write any of these anymore, except for maybe Z. Yeah. That's it. That's my handwriting. The evolution of my handwriting. 6 letters. Gone into the abyss. 11 o'clock. My mother wants me to eat. Do I eat or do I play one match of Valorante? No, I need to sleep. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. Dude, that looks different. Maybe it's just the lighting in the picture. Like their coat, her coat looks darker in the newer pictures. There we go. I sent them. I seen it. That's why I say she's a little Michael Jackson. She. Well, guys, that's the end of the show. I don't know what else to do in the time being. I don't have enough time. I gotta get in bed, get ready. I've been slacking with the sleep, and you guys know, sleep is the most important part of your daily routine. Anywho, let's go raid Yume. Here is the raid message. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you again tomorrow near the same time. I don't know. I don't have a weekday schedule. A schedule on the weekday? Are you guys out of your mind? Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed. But I'll catch you guys in the very next episode. Bye-bye.